Good evening. We begin with breaking news tonight. A Cleveland firefighter has lost his battle with COVID-19. The Cleveland Firefighters Union, IAFF Local 93, tells us tonight that Lieutenant Richard Petrus died today from complications of COVID-19. Petrus was 51 years old and we're told had been suffering from the virus for about a week and passed away at a Cleveland hospital. Francis Lally, the president of the Firefighters Union Local 93, released this statement tonight. On behalf of the Association of Cleveland Firefighters, we are saddened to report the passing of our brother, Lieutenant Richard Petrus. Brother Petrus died today after 26 years of dedicated service. In the face of this pandemic, Rich never neglected his duty and never backed down. He knew the risks and he continued to serve. A true hero. There is no word yet on funeral arrangements for Petrus, but we will certainly keep you posted.